What's up, weirdos? This is one of those rare cases where the apology is so appallingly cringe that it almost becomes the bigger story than the actual thing that whatever the person apologizing for did. And I'm going to talk about the whole situation today because it's about Jack Mac and Jordan Tan. And I'm warning you early on, this is one of the most cringe things I've ever seen in my entire life. Because in the video, he says things like this.
I've never read a book, and so when you send me these books, I don't want to say it goes over my head, but when people tell me to read any book, whether I have a fear of reading books, I don't know, but I've never read a book before.
He literally, no one asked him to say that. And if that's not cringe enough, this is the exact same video.
I don't talk.
So buckle up, because, okay, to get there, I have to tell you about what made him apologize. And that is where this TikToker, Jordan Tan, comes in. She makes content that is, you know, pretty much in the vein of like a Drew, a lot of stuff of like calling out misogyny in men in general. That's not all of her content, but there's like, you know, some broad strokes of in her content, there's a lot of that type of, you know, theme, which I think, and I would give this advice to any young man, is like, if you see a video of a woman like Jordan Tan, like complaining about men, if it makes you feel like she's overgeneralizing and you feel bad and you want to say something snarky and mean, just think about how she said men suck in this way, and then you got offended by it and started being snarky. It's like, it's not gonna be good. It's just not a very emotionally intelligent response to that type of thing, but that is exactly what Jack Mac did, because when seeing this type of content coming from her, him and his friend decided to DM her a lot, and she exposed it in this video where she showed like the voice messages that they were sending, and oh my god, let's just watch it.
I've seen on your socials your strong opinions towards men and how you promote power to women, which is awesome. We're just hoping to catch up with you for a coffee or, yeah, sit down chat, whatever time suits you, just to, I guess, have a chat and talk about things.
Yeah, it would be awesome to hear your perspectives and hopefully give some of our perspectives, sort of learn from each other and see where we're at, because I'm sure you don't want to feel that way for the rest of your life, and I'm sure you want to be listened to, and we're two men in the space of mindset, mental health, and yeah, we'd love to have a catch up. So if that appeals to you and you're interested, let us know. We can find a time that works for us all. So yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to pause that so many points throughout the video, but I just had to let the one message in because they said that all in one breath, in one thought, and at no point during sending it were they thinking, just swipe left to delete this. We sound really weird right now. Like that sounds so weird. It's just two guys who are like, we're in the men's mental health space. We're kind of in the mental health space. And by being in the mental health space, what they mean is that Jack Mac is doing a series called rejection therapy, which is a man's way of justifying asking for things that are out of pocket sometimes and being like, what's the worst you can say? No. And it's like, you're actually just putting other people in an uncomfortable position.
Doing something with the purpose of getting rejected. But you guys have the power. The top liked comment, every single video, I have to do. So if you want to watch me embarrass myself all the way to 1 million followers, hit the follow button.
You ever see somebody who's like trying to do something online and it just isn't working and it's kind of embarrassing to look at? Because when I watched that video, I'm like, that is a type of content. And he's filming it with the hopes of it going viral. Like, can I get 1 million followers? And just immediately crashing and burning within 1 month of doing this by doing rejection therapy, where you just start talking to a woman who's also just a TikToker who like talks about men and being like, hey, come meet up with us for coffee because you have some bad opinions about men, and hey, maybe we could talk to each other. Maybe we could learn a little, but maybe you could learn a little. That's the implication. Like, everybody knows that. And I don't know how when they're saying it, they don't realize that that's how they're coming across. I don't know. I just think it's kind of like a dull-minded thing. Well, he doesn't read. It's just like kind of dull to be like, yeah, I think you're wrong, which means you're definitely wrong, which means you have something you can learn from us. Yeah. Don't be 7 years old. I don't know. It's just embarrassing to me. But it continues because that was just like the invitation and it goes on.
Now, straight off the bat, it may seem like their intentions are pure, even though if we unpack a few of those things that they said to me, it's very fucking weird. Anyway, I asked what their intention was and if there was like a project that they are looking to work on together, or if they're interested in me like speaking and sharing my experience in any kind of way on social media, because that's what I do.
By the way, she is so far in the right in this situation because, you know, you could interpret that previous stuff as a little bit like, but it's also like she's giving them the benefit of the doubt. She's like, well, maybe they just want to do like a TikTok series like where we're talking to each other. Maybe it's like a Zoom call type thing. That's what she's saying. And like, that's fair. Like, okay, if you're reaching out to me as a content creator doing this, yeah, we can do it as content. But for their response to completely ignore that and just be like, yeah, you know, maybe we could help you learn a little bit of something. You know, maybe we could learn a little bit. But yeah, really, maybe you could learn something because you seem to hate on men. And I gotta be honest, you're wrong. So meet us at a coffee shop in real life. Me and my guy friend want to go meet with you for coffee and then publicly debate you. Just privately between us though, but like in public, we do want to debate. Why would she ever say yes to that. Like, that's just an afternoon of her life spent with two guys who are trying to explain to her that she's wrong about how she feels about men. Oh yeah, that sounds like a blast. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. Oh my god, I'm booking my ticket right now. What's the address? But that's so stupid. But it goes on, it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. So she goes on to say in the TikTok that she declined their offer because she was like, it kind of doesn't really align with what I think I'm trying to do. But if you really do care about this, I'm gonna send you some links to places that you can donate. And she gave them like charity links for like women's foundations. And then also she talks about a lot of books that she recommended to them, which is so funny knowing that in the future this was his response.
I've never read a book, and so when you send me these books, I don't want to say it goes over my head, but when people tell me to read any book, whether I have a fear of reading books, I don't know, but I have never read a book before.
Whether I have a fear of reading books, you're afraid of education. What are you talking about? You can clearly read. You're reading her messages. It's such a funny thing to just throw out there. But after all of that, they sent more, and this is her showing it.
Hey Jordan, that is a shame to hear. I've just got a couple questions left. What doesn't quite align? I guess because I just asked to have a conversation and hopefully we could learn from each other. So yeah, I'm not sure what outcome you were picturing that would be fulfilling. I'd love to know. But yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like, that's too much, man. That's too much. He's being condescending in a message where he looks stupid. It's too much. He sounds like that guy who was like, Walmart version of Justin Bieber. I wouldn't know. I've never been to Walmart. Like, that's the level of stupidity condescension that he's going with. I feel so bad, like, seeing that this, it's so embarrassing. It's so cringe. But if you act like this, like, I mean, dude, you're like a public people, like, in the mental health space, like, this is gonna happen. Just take the no and move on, man. You are not learning the lesson in rejection therapy. Rejection therapy is not get rejected and then be like, why? Oh, you don't want to do it, then why? That's not rejection therapy. That's just like training yourself to be really embarrassing and cringe.
I wish I could say that I was surprised that two straight white men can't understand why a woman would feel uncomfortable meeting up with two complete strangers that are males to talk about perspective. There was so much negative undertone and like vague intention, which implies to me that they don't actually give a single fuck about my opinion and my experiences. Or more importantly, how to be a better ally to women in the war that we're fighting every single fucking day.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that was any of their intention at all. Yeah, I don't know if they were acting like that was their intention, but that was not the vibe I got from that at all. I definitely got, oh, we're reaching out to you because you hate all men. Well, have you ever thought about this statistic where the top 20% of men have these jobs, but a lot of men have really hard-working jobs, and women don't want equality in that? You ever think about that? Here, have you ever seen this GIF? This is what men do. This is men working on an oil rig. I bet if women want equality, then women want to work this job too. No, but men do, so thank you. And they're asking her to sacrifice an afternoon of her life to just do that for nothing. Oh my god. It's so embarrassing. And knowing the apology video is coming, just buckle up.
I deal with incels like this on a daily fucking basis, but it genuinely shocks me how beyond inappropriate this is, that they have sat down together, two grown men have sat down together to try and lure me into a fucking corner in order to gain some kind of weird sense of control over me and my beliefs, or think that they can somehow save me from the misogynistic assumptions that they've made about me. And you can play victim all you want, saying that all you want to do is have a conversation, but I don't owe you anything. Like, I have every single right to just say, no, I don't have the time. Like, I don't want to do this. And I gave you the chance to walk away with some kind of dignity and send you a bunch of really helpful resources in order to gain perspective. But this wasn't just a conversation they were after. It was a pathetic attempt of a power move that had complete selfish intent, because what the fuck do I benefit out of doing that?
Now that came out, and a lot of people, I guess, recognized what his voice was. Like, look at this comment right here. Is that J-Mac? Lol, OMG. And she's so right. Like, obviously, all of her points were so true. So everybody who saw this video was going on J-Mac's profile and be like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? That's so weird. Dude, you're so odd for doing that in a way that is very creepy. And also, what's wrong with you, young man? But first, Gustav and I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, the Farmer's Dog. Now, we all know that highly processed foods aren't good for us, so why would we want to give that to our dogs? And that's what kibble is. It's a highly processed food because it's subjected to multiple rounds of high heat processing, which is why I love the Farmer's Dog for Gustav, because it's made with whole foods and you can literally see it in the food. It's fresh, it's healthy, like actually like whole meat and veggies. And importantly, it's gently cooked in human grade kitchens. That way it's actually retaining more nutritional value for your dog. And also another great thing about it is it's personalized. So you can just tell them about your dog and they'll make a customized meal plan just for them. And all their meals arrive in these pre-portioned, ready to serve packs. This one's still frozen. Gus loves this stuff. So all I gotta do is thaw this, and then it keeps in the fridge for 4 days after thawing, but you can store it in the freezer for up to 6 months. And you can tell, like, Gus loves it. He's so locked in right now. He's just staring at it. Good boy, I'll give you some in a second. You're a good boy. They really make it so easy. So just click the link in my description, 50% off your first box and free shipping. Also, I got the QR code right here. Thank you so much to the Farmer's Dog for sponsoring this video. Now back to the other stuff. So Jack McIntosh, or as his mother calls him, J-Mac. So as J-Mac, such a frat name, J-Mac, what's up? His response, it's just so embarrassing. I'm gonna have to put on 1.5 times speed. But here we go. Oh my God, strap in.
I don't talk. This is day 18 of getting rejected every single day. And today's going to look a little bit different because for maybe most of you, you might have seen a video that was made about mostly me and my friend. To me, it feels like I'm literally just a guy doing a thing.
I'm just a guy. In my eyes, I'm just a girl. Like, you know, I'm literally just a girl. I'm just a guy is your response to that. Oh my God, why cries he cry? I don't know what's going on with my voice. Why is he crying? Like so brazenly. Cut that out of the video. Dude, retape it. You have been on the internet. You know what the internet is like. You've been on the internet. You've seen apology videos. There is no world where you get on there and show yourself going is ever the right response to anything, ever. I mean, people make fun of Tyrese Gibson for going, oh, my Shayla, when he's crying about potentially losing custody of his daughter. And your thing is you coming on crying like that after the only thing that most of us know about you is that you just did something really weird and embarrassing. And by the way, this is not the type of thing where I would have probably found out about it and like made a video about it, but the apology is so nuts. It's like he just wanted to make me laugh. I genuinely look at him and I feel bad. It's so cringe.
I'm literally just a guy doing a thing, trying to be better, trying to inspire people as much as possible. And I thought I was doing a pretty decent job. The reason I decided to message Jordan Tan, was to have a conversation. To give context to that, Egan and I catch up with strangers all the time. It's one of our passions. We love talking to strangers, getting to know their story, understanding perspectives. Like, isn't that what we're here to do? Share stories, share experiences.
Isn't that what we're here to do? Share stories, share experiences? Egan and I, aka J-Mac, me, one of our passions is just like catching up with strangers, talking to them and being like, I actually think that you're wrong about that and I'm going to ask you to sacrifice your afternoon so that me and my best friend can fucking pull up to you on a coffee shop. Youth pastor sitting in front of you going like this. Yeah, everything that you say about men, actually wrong. Actually, we're really good. Have you ever seen this gif of these guys working oil rig jobs? You're a woman, you wouldn't do that. It's not equality. Why? It's one of our passions. Isn't that what we're here to do? Like, what we're here to do is pressure women into talking to us and then really condescend them when they say no because they have no like obligation to do that. It's just like, hey, I asked for this and I wanted it, but you said no. I wanted it though. You said no, but I wanted it. Dog, are you in kindergarten? How is that your emotional state?
Isn't that what we're here to do? Share stories, share experiences, knowledge, learn from each other. No one is perfect. Jordan Tan, you're not perfect. Jack McIntosh, he is not perfect.
Okay. Isn't that what we're here to do? Share knowledge? Didn't you say 30 seconds from now in the future that you've never read a book and that you might be afraid of them? I'm here to share my knowledge. Here, my knowledge on the topic of misogyny is just as equal as your knowledge. Even though I am scared of book, I don't read book, and you read a lot of book and have a lot of resources and education on this topic. Our knowledge actually equal because I don't know if you've ever seen this. There's this gif right here of this guy on an oil rig. So I think my opinion matters just as much as you. If that's who you are, J-Mac. J-Mac, I can't handle his name being J-Mac. It's so frat. J-Mac. No, that's not a frat voice. That's that fucking flying Star Wars guy who just died. J-Mac. Wanna go pod racing, J-Mac? What the fuck? But what was the thing that he said at the end of that last clip? Did he say a Bible verse?
Jordan Tan, you're not perfect. Jack McIntosh, he is not perfect.
He literally was trying to be like, we are equals. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't read. You read a lot about this topic. We're equal. Dude, this is what people talk about when they're talking about us. Brother, we're two white boys with very similar colors of hair. Learn from me, bro. Don't be embarrassing on TikTok. But I'm confused because this guy is quoting Bible verses, but he says that he doesn't read books. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but I, in my background, like growing up, even like through high school, deep into Christianity, like that evangelical, that non-denominational, but in a way where I was actually reading the Bible. So J-Mac, from one guy who has read the book to another who clearly hasn't, I just want to say, when you pull out the Christian card like that, it makes you look even worse when there's verses like Proverbs 18:2. There's some dude Solomon and like lore is that he's a fucking genius, some shit like deal with God or whatever, but he said, fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. So it sounds like you don't want to understand and you just want to air your own opinions and you delight in that. So it sounds like your own big man's calling you a fool, J-Mac. J-Mac, God call you a fool, J-Mac. But also, and I don't want to embarrass you, but if you go to Proverbs 1:7, same thing. Solomon's saying the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So again, it sounds like if you respected God, you'd look for the knowledge, maybe in the books on this topic, this was linking to you, but you sounded like you despised it, like you're afraid of it, like you never want to read. So again, it sounds like God's calling you a fool. And J-Mac, you're coming out here quoting scripture. I don't even go to church. And even I know about 1 Timothy 5:2, because he started with treat younger men as brothers, and then he goes older women as mothers and younger women as sisters with absolute purity. Doesn't seem like you're treating these women with absolute purity. Seems like you're treating them like a fool. And that's what you get on this channel. If some fuckhead is gonna try to quote the Bible, I'll quote 3 back at these motherfuckers with a pinky ring on. Let's let him keep going. Let's let him keep going.
First of all, for all the comments that want to come at me and slander me, have a look inside as well. Look, whatever you want to say about me, you can say. Do you truly know me? When you said that the values didn't align and you didn't see a good, perfect picture ending, the reason I asked why is because I was genuinely curious. I'm a fucking curious person. I just didn't see the harm in it. I've never read a book.
I just have to. When you said you didn't want to do it and I asked why, I was genuinely curious. I'm a genuinely curious person. Does a genuinely curious person say it like this? Oh, why not? Oh, you don't want to come meet with us? Why? You're afraid you're not going to get something out of it. Oh, well, we're actually here to share knowledge because we can actually help people like you. You know me, I'm a genuinely curious guy.
I just didn't see the harm in it. I've never read a book.
He said, I just didn't see the harm in it. Yeah, there's no harm to you. That's kind of the point, is you and your friend are not in the weird situation there. You're the ones who are inviting this woman who doesn't know you to waste an afternoon of her life getting talked down to by 2 dudes who don't read. Do you know how cringe that is? Imagine you study Dostoevsky and you have like a degree in Russian literature and like studying specifically Dostoevsky, and then some motherfucker who's never read Crime and Punishment is gonna come talk to you about that and then condescend you when you're like, no, I think that your opinion, which is wrong and uneducated, I don't want to listen to it, while you stupidly think that you're right. Oh my god, how does he not see it? J-Mac, what are you thinking, J-Mac? Fuck, J-Mac.
I've never read a book, and so when you send me these books, I don't want to say it goes over my head, but when people tell me to read any book, whether I have a fear of reading books, I don't know, but I have never read a book before. I learn through conversation, other people, good or bad, that's just me. All I can do is be me and be a better me every single day.
Oh my god, this fucking Camp Rock ass apology. J-Mac, what are you talking about? Books actually kind of go over my head. I prefer to learn my knowledge by talking to other people and talking and talking. Good or bad, that's just me. And what's wrong with being me? Dude, you're not Demi Lovato. He's literally about to go, no more hiding who I'm meant to be. This is me. It's like so fucking Joe Jonas. Oh my god. But when he's saying like good or bad, what he's actually saying is, I don't read about this topic. You read a lot about this topic, and you are a woman. I don't read. Good or bad, I think my opinion's just as solid as yours. By the way, there's this GIF that I don't know if you've seen it. All right, but keep going, J-Mac. By the way, this is a minute 30 into a 5.5 minute long video. I love you, J-Mac. Honestly, okay, here's the thing. At this point, I do just want to come out here and say, J-Mac, come to me. Let me mentor you. J-Mac, let me mentor you. Let me help you, J-Mac. You're going down a wrong path right now, brother. Keep going, J-Mac. I love you, man.
J-Mac! All I can do is be me and be a better me every single day. I'd like to think I've changed a fuckload in the past 2 years. Like, fuck.
Kiss. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Intrusive thought. Kiss. sorry. Dude, cut this out. Cut this part of the video out. It's like, it's the type of person who doesn't read, that doesn't know that this is gonna come across as disingenuous and a blatant cry for sympathy that just makes you look like you're trying to be emotionally manipulative. But he's like too not, you know, I don't want to call him sharp. He just seems to have not necessarily a great self-awareness. Keep going though, J-Mac. I'm sorry, J-Mac.
I don't want to show people that I cry, do I? But I'm gonna fucking do it. Because I fucking care a lot. I care a lot. I have changed. Because there was a time where I wasn't a nice person, and I've hurt a lot of fucking people. And fuck, I have to live with that. And fuck, I shamed myself for it. I felt so fucking guilty. I'm actually thankful, Jordan, because as for the rejection therapy stuff, you guys have got so much to say about it. So much to say, but little would you know. Fuck. When I was a kid, I used to struggle to ask my parents questions. I used to struggle to ask any questions to anyone because I was scared. I was fucking scared of hearing no. I don't know why, but I was. So as much as it seems like fun and games, and I might be hurting people, fuck, my intentions are so fucking pure. I just want to get better. I really.
Oh my god, he's crying while going, my intentions are so fucking pure. Also, he said in that video, I've done horrible things. Like he said, I wasn't a nice person. I've hurt a lot of people and I have to live with that. And then I'm sure that led to him going on this mental health, like wellness thing and like, you know, clearly trying to like convert to being a Christian because he feels so guilty and he wants to, you know, feel like he has some sort of direction in his life. Like all that stuff feels like it's adding up, but just not the part where it's like you have done bad things before, you have hurt a lot of people and you have to live with that. And you wonder why women are sometimes little uncomfortable around men. If you can admit that about yourself while also displaying such an ego and thinking that your opinion is of equal importance as a woman who is educated on this when you don't read, it's like, I don't know what he thought the reaction would be other than exactly what's happening. And yet he's sitting here crying online, like begging for sympathy. And like, I feel a little bit bad for this man, but not in the way that he wants me to. I'm just like, dog, get a grip. Stand up. Be a different person. Like, come on, mature.
My intentions are so fucking pure. I just want to get better. I really do. And fucking I'm actually so glad this is happening. I'm really grateful. I've learned a lot. You don't have to tell me how much creepy men have been to women, because fuck me, I've done some weird shit and I'm happy to own. Because I was young and I fucking didn't know what was happening. I didn't know. All you can do in this life is try to be better than you were yesterday. And fuck, that's all I try to do. Like, honestly, thank you, Jordan, for rejecting me in the way that I needed. I'm actually very happy this happened because it taught me a lesson. Sometimes I'm loose with my words and I just say things. I'm a voice memo person. Anyone that knows me knows that I send fucking voice memos and I blabber, and just like this video, it's not linear, it's not straightforward, it might not even make sense.
Literally me sending voice notes to my friends. Everybody knows I do this. It's just who I am. You're just talking about how, fuck yeah, I've been weird to women in the past. Fuck, I've been really weird to girls in the past. You don't have to tell me. Trust me, I know. I've been weird. So hard to watch, and it's so cringy. But like, he is for real taking it and being like, damn, thank you. At least he's saying thank you. He's not being like, fuck you. Gotta understand J-Mac. It just looks really weird when you come online like sobbing and clearly doing like an emotional plea. Honestly, like, I think that everybody would have expected him to post something being like, fuck, that's really embarrassing. And then this part of the video, but say it as like, you know, a mature I don't want to say it as a man, but like be mature. But to come on like crying, saying, I've never read a book. I'm afraid of books. Everybody watching it's like, whoa, J-Mac, I was not expecting an emotional outpouring from you today, J-Mac. Shout out an emotional outpouring from J-Mac. And by the way, J-Mac, genuinely, I hope those Bible verses help you, because if you're getting on that journey and you think it's gonna help you be like a better person, hey, if you are somebody who is like, has been weird to women and has hurt people in the past, and you're like, oh, this religion is actually gonna really help me get my life on track, do it. Just stop being weird to women. If it's gonna help you, just do it. So I don't really want to make fun of him for like clearly wanting to be on a journey of self-improvement, but dog, this was a bump in the road. Like, you should definitely keep working on this self-improvement type thing, but this is a bump. But I mean, yeah, it's rejection therapy, and motherfucker, you are getting rejected in a lot of ways right now. So I hope that this helps a lot. Like, I honestly do hope that it helps a lot, because it's not like he did something like criminal in this. He was saying he hurt a lot of people and was weird in the past. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I was trying to do some digging. I couldn't find anything. He is like deleted all of his accounts and gone fully private. So I hope that he's gonna come emerged with like a reincarnated J-Mac. By the way, I'm not winding down. There's still more to this. This is so cringe, but let's keep going, J-Mac.
Do I not want to post this because I'm crying? But this is fucking real. Does not get more real than this. Truly. I'm just a normal fucking guy trying to be better and trying to inspire people. And I just don't think we should tear that down. I really don't. To any women out there that has been affected by me, truly, I'm fucking truly sorry. I reached out, when we did this podcast about domestic violence, I reached out to people. Fuck. I reached out to people that I knew and remembered that I'd hurt and caused trauma to. I reached out to them and they didn't want anything to do with me, and I respected that. Fuck, I respected that.
Oh my god, dude, why are you telling us all this? You don't have to say all this stuff. Oh my god, I reached out to all these women in my past that I was weird to or that I hurt, and they didn't want anything to do with me. You're crying and you're sobbing, and it's like, that is a lot of sharing that we were not necessarily like expecting when we handed you the talking stick. Like, we gave you the share bone and you really started outpouring your emotions, J-Mac. And by the way, shout out your emotions, J-Mac. We appreciate them. That clip of him at the beginning being like, this is just the realest shit ever.
Do I not want to post this because I'm crying? But this is fucking real. Does not get more real than this. Truly.
Him being like, fuck, I don't want to post this because I'm crying. Don't. J-Mac, you 100% do not have to post this. And that part of you that's like, fuck, I don't want to post this because I'm crying. You should listen to that in the future. That's something called like your I think, brain. Maybe your conscience, because it is so cringe and it is so embarrassing, and you're sharing a lot of things that are like okay, dude. But just for future consideration, it does kind of take the emphasis off of the thing that you're apologizing for when you yourself come out as such a mess, and you being a mess kind of becomes the whole thing. Because honestly, I think we can all agree, like, the video that she posted, it's like, yeah, he was being really weird, and it's really embarrassing. Like, it's really embarrassing, and he seems kind of like dull for that. But at worst, he seems like dull and annoying. And it's like, you know, I would have expected the apology for him to come out and be like, dang, that's really embarrassing. But I appreciate her for saying that. It actually gave me a new perspective, blah, 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 which he said through tears and gritted teeth, among a lot of other things. And he's gonna keep talking. So speak your truth, J-Mac.
They didn't want anything to do with me, and I respected that. Fuck, I respected that. And it caused so much good reflection. And I will never, ever try and be perfect, because it's fucking impossible. Fuck. I'm literally just a guy, man. A guy with a big vision. This is Jack McIntosh out the fucking flesh of it. Like, fuck.
He just really Aussied out on me right there because all I heard was a flapjack with a goblet, but that part at the beginning where he's like, I would never ever try to be perfect. I mean, you could try. Like, don't beat yourself up if you fall short of perfection because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We gotta work it. You could try to be a little bit more perfect. Strive for it. I mean, a little bit. And when he said, I'm literally just a guy. I'm just a guy with a vision.
I'm literally just a guy, man. A guy with a big vision.
I don't think that you can co-opt that Pinterest ass girl thing. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. You can't co-opt that with an apology video where you're crying. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. Yeah, I'm weird to women. Yeah, I reach out to women I've been weird with and I've hurt in the past and they didn't want anything to do with me. I'm just a guy. Doesn't really hit what you think is hitting. But I honestly want to figure out what the fuck he was saying.
This is Jack McIntosh out the fucking flesh of it. Like, fuck.
This is Japadalka at the Jack of the flesh. Sorry, say again, J-Mac.
This is Jack McIntosh out the fucking flesh of it. Like, fuck.
This is Japadalka at the flesh. Wait, let me slow this down. Let me take it to 0.75.
This is Jack McIntosh out the fucking flesh of it. Like,
this is Jack McIntosh at the fucking flesh of it? The flesh of it? Pause. What flesh? Shout out Australians, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all are on about.
J-Mac! Whatever persona, however you think I am, this is fucking me. I am emotional. I know what it's like to suffer in silence. I really do. So I feel empathy towards women that suffer in silence every day. Fuck.
No, I never made it that far in the video. No. I feel like Tom Hanks. No. I know what it's like to suffer in silence. Women, I feel your pain. I know what it's like to suffer in silence. Women, trust me. Women, I understand it. Women, I get exactly what you go through. J-Mac knows. Oh, man. J-Mac, I love you, man. What the hell are you talking about? This is Jack McIntosh at the fucking flesh of it. I like to suffer in silence just like women. I understand you. Dude, he is so funny. I got a portable fog machine. He's so funny. I love him so much. Look at all this fog. I can just turn on a little fog machine and make a little bit of fog. All right, anyways, Jack, keep talking, man.
I've suffered too. At the end of the day, I just wanted a fucking conversation. If you've listened this far, thank you. And Jordan, I would still love to have a conversation with you. Thank you.
Man, if he could go back in time, he would definitely not post this video. Fuck, I know. Oh man, J-Mac, why are you still inviting her to go to coffee with you after you just did that performance? That's so weird. I don't know. This guy is just so funny to me. He's so. I can't help but feel a little bit concerned about the things that he's done and the people he's been weird with and the women he's hurt. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I have no context. So is it like you ghosted girls that you used to date, or is it like Cody Co, Mr. Statutory? I'm not saying that. I know nothing at all. But he says that, and that's what I think he also doesn't understand about this apology, is when you are sobbing, crying, saying, fuck, I have hurt people. I have been weird to women in the past, and they want nothing to do with me. People's mind, like, people are saying a lot of stuff online, J-Mac, that is not verifiable to me in any way. Like, you gotta think before you speak, J-Mac. I'm hoping that it's just like he's ghosted girlfriends in the past. I'm really hoping that's what it is. But that video came out and then everybody reacted to it as you would react to that. Oh, and he posted another one. J-Mac, I love you, J-Mac. Oh my God, you are always there for us unless I find out more and it's really bad, J-Mac. Then I don't love you, J-Mac. Here's his second apology video, and I gotta be honest, right out the gate, the fit is fucking insane. J-Mac, you know how to throw a fit together.
Taking accountability for my actions and the way that I've made Jordan Tan feel and anyone else that I might have offended. My approach was very naive. I'm now taking the time to educate myself and try be better every single day. I just wanted to try and spark a conversation with Jordan and learn from our experiences.
Nah, dude, I mean, you can say that, but you definitely wanted to spark a conversation by forcing her to an uncomfortable situation with you and your friend where you were like, well, actually, the Bible says women aren't allowed to talk in church. And that means that the government should legislate it where you don't have control over your bodies. See, right here, this part of a religious text that there is a separation between the government and this religion in, allegedly, look up Project 2025, it says women can't speak in church. Therefore, guys work at oil rig and women don't do that. So if you want equality, keep going, J-Mac. J-Mac!
As I am a mental health advocate, I would never want anyone to feel the way that I've made Jordan feel. And for that, I'm truly sorry. Thank you.
Oh, dude, I love the light little mewing at the end. I would never want to make a woman feel the way I've made Jordan feel. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that is what I think everybody expected for the first apology video. So it's like, he got there eventually. I mean, it's got competition with, I'm not a groomer, I'm just a loser.
Not a groomer. I'm just a loser.
But I mean, this one is kind of just on an insane level. And luckily, it's not about grooming. So it makes it a little bit easier to watch than that one. By the way, Cody's posting no real apology video there. Might want to stop posting, Cody. Seeing as you didn't really address anything and you did like statutory Tana Mojo and, you know, allegedly. So if you want to keep posting, okay, well, okay. But this video isn't about that. This video is about J-Mac. And J-Mac contorting the fucking flesh of it. Man. And honestly, I would just start by clicking all the links to the books that she sent you and then read that. Do a series of that, like a book vlog series. Honestly, like if he came back and he did a whole thing where he was reading all of her books that she recommended and then like providing his reflections on it. That's the way to come back from this situation. That's what I would do, J-Mac, because then you're undeniably like actually doing the work and not just saying stupid bullshit so that people will stop being mad at you. And I hope that the women that you were weird to and people that you heard in the past are, you know, okay. I feel weird about him bringing those things up. But dog, that was the cringiest apology video I've ever seen. I'm sorry, J-Mac, but it was. I don't know, is there an apology video that you've seen that was even cringier? Comment below. Let's start the conversation. I don't know, I love you. I mean, I'll read the comments. I actually do. I'll probably respond. But yeah, I love you. Please subscribe. And also subscribe to the Coop channel. I'm posting so much on there and I'm having so much fun.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though, just as long as it's entertaining to you, right? You guys having fun? Choo-choo! All aboard the toxic gossip train. Chugging down the tracks of misinformation, the toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station, toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Those rumors look like facts if you don't mind the gaps. I won't survive in the crash, but hey, at least you're having fun.